Alright guys, this is a review of my Ninja 650, so come along. Okay, so I'm all set to go. I guess I'm gonna give a review as I ride this time, in case you didn't see my other review. Here we go. Skip ahead a little bit, make things more interesting for you guys. Okay, so first thing I want to say about this bike is wow, doodly wow. It's fast enough, I'll tell you that. Used to have a CBR 250, and it was quick in the city, and it was pretty torquey, I guess. But this bike, oh my god, it's a whole other level. I think it has more torque than the R6, honestly. Not more horsepower, but more torque for sure. It has enough torque. That's what I love about this bike. Give you a little sample of that shit. There's always cops around here though, gotta be careful. That's why I'm gonna do another review now that it's my second summer with it. But yeah, I would never get rid of this bike unless it's for something that I really want, and I always wanted the R6, so if I change bike it'll be for that one, I guess. So yeah, let's start this review. First thing I want to say is, for the weight of this bike, it is very nimble. And by nimble, I mean like you could flick this thing like, you know, it weighs 465 pounds, I think, with all the fluids. And yeah, it's not a heavy bike, but it's not a light bike either. You know what I mean? And considering the weight, it is very maneuverable in the twisties, on the highway. If you have to make a quick maneuver or sudden maneuver, it's very good for that, and it has the power also. Another thing about this bike is that the speedometer is digital, so you don't really need to focus too much take your eye off the road, and it's very big too, so it's very noticeable. If you get pulled over on this thing and you say, I don't know how fast I was going, well, you're full of shit, because the speedometer on this thing in digital form cannot be bigger. So if you get stopped, you have no excuse and you're screwed. Moving on. Seating position. Your feet are smack in the middle of the bike, so you're not too leaned over. But I put sport bars, so you're a little leaned over and it's a little sportier. But you're still comfortable enough to go on long rides. I think I went on a 5-hour ride and I was okay after. Yeah, you just gotta, take it easy. I stopped every 2 hours or every hour, had a bite to eat. So it was nice with this bike. You won't have any problems long distance. The horsepower is 72 and the torque is 48 if I'm not mistaken. So like I said before, it's enough. I'm gonna show you how nimble this thing is in this little curve over here. Isn't that nice? That's nice. That's nice. Isn't that nice? That's nice. That's very nice. And you can take off. This thing is like a dream, man. It's like it's no 600, but I bet anybody who would ride this bike would not complain and not have a bad time either. This is a fun bike. You could overpower vehicles, you could do some stupid things with this bike, I'll tell you that. Let me tell you, you can do some stupid things, let me tell you. Can you tell me who says that a lot? Mark Nowhere Man. If you've seen his stuff on YouTube. So yeah, back to the review. The hell was that? About this bike is the seats could be a little softer, but it's not that bad. I even had a passenger on the back. She was fairly comfortable back there for a few hours, so that's okay. And I also got a seat cowl to put over the passenger seat, so it looks like more sporty. This bike is built very well. It's not cheaply made like some bikes. I remember the CBR 250, although it looked good, like you start changing some stuff and other stuff will break in the process. Like, I don't know what it was, but it was just so cheap. This bike, like, it's I know it's made of plastic mostly, but it does not feel like plastic at all. God, I love this bike in the corners. When I went from the 250 to this bike, I didn't even feel a difference. The only difference I felt was in the power, but like size wise, I didn't feel any difference. That's what I love about this thing. So torquey. By the way, my exhaust. Sorry, the camera died. Last thing I was saying was my exhaust. I put an Arrow exhaust. I got it on ninja650.com. I think I paid it $150 or $199. I'm not sure, but it's black. At the end of the video, I have a little picture saying subscribe. So if you don't know how my bike looks, you can see it at the end of the video. And yeah, so you'll have an idea how it looks. That thing is loud. Another thing I like about this bike is there are so many things you can... What was that? Let's see if we can catch it. I'm on my way, I'm on my way. I'm on my way, I'm on my way. Like I was saying, there's so many things you can do to this bike. If you go on eBay, it's endless. There's endless things you can buy. I didn't know where to start. I didn't know where to end. It's just crazy. It's a 2011 also. To tell you the truth, I don't like 2012 and up Ninja 650s. I think they are not ugly, but they don't have as much of a sporty look to them as 2011 and 2009 and down kind of look boxy, like squarish. So, you know, when I decided to get Ninja 650, I decided between 2009 and 2011 or nothing. And I was looking into R6 and Ninja 636. The only thing that stopped me from getting those is they're more expensive, obviously, and I don't want to die. No, I'm joking. It's because they cost a lot more, and I just I didn't want to get into trouble. You know, I'm trying really hard not to get into trouble as it is with this bike. But if I do make the change, it will be an R6. I shit you not. So what else about this bike? Huh. Nice bike. I don't know what that is, but it's nice. It's very nice. Yeah, what else can I tell you about this bike? I had so many things going through my head. Now I can't think of one. guess that's all I want to say. Just take it easy if you get this bike and have fun. Ninja 650. Yeah, yeah.